Time Attack is you versus the clock. Chased a faster driver, he crashed, but I learned the grip and beat my PR by 2 seconds on this run down Gunsai Toge. There was one thing that made all the difference, and it wasn't just following a fast car. It's always nice to have someone guiding you down the mountain pass so you can see the line. You can also copy the braking zones and see where they're carrying momentum. It can be very beneficial, but at the same time, if they make a critical mistake and go off and too deep into a corner, you're going to be following them into that mistake as well if you're not thinking ahead. I was getting gouged by the lead 8.6 and I realized that I'm lifting a little bit too much there, losing a lot of potential time. Tricky thing is, I was already up a second here, so I didn't want to crash out, so I lifted a little bit too early. But unfortunately, the lead 8.6 didn't lift enough through that corner and ended up in the Shadow Realm. So now I was the last one left and had to complete the mission all on my own. Just me versus the mountain and the clock. The tricky part of Gunsai Toge is that the road is really bumpy, and that there's a lot of off-camber curves. After a couple dozen runs, I finally kind of figured out where to put the car so I would have optimal grip through the corner. I always try to be very, very delicate when applying the throttle. A major mistake of mine that I've noticed is that I apply the throttle too quickly, kind of jabbing on the throttle a bit, and that causes additional wheel spin, which is just burning time when it comes to Time Attack. My most critical mistake was in this last corner. I went a little too deep and put my 2 left tires on the grass there, which made the acceleration out of the corner a lot slower than usual. Man, at this point, I knew just one more corner and I would have a solid 2-second improvement. Make sure not to carry too much speed into it, but at this point, I was already kind of mentally celebrating, which you should not do. I zoned out after going up the crest and almost went into the dirt. There's still a lot of time to be found out there, but if you want to come improve your racing skills, use the link in my bio.